All right, hello and welcome to HT Music Presents. My name is Rachel Hawkes and I'm joined here by DJ Acero and P.LØVE. Very excited to be chatting with you today and hopefully we'll have a bit of fun. So it's very exciting, this kind of period in creativity, because obviously we're in lockdown. And how are you finding lockdown? How's life? How would you describe life at the moment, being a creative and just being a human being, really?
Well, it's boring at the same time. There's nothing to do, but then you have more time of being creative in music-wise, you know. I've got a little setup, home studio, so at least I can be creative, you know, instead of just doing nothing. So
that's really useful to have created that before lockdown happened, to have that studio.
And I think this is when more ideas come up as well. This is when you can be more creative and actually plan for the future.
Yeah,
it gives you more time.
And P.LØVE, how are you going? How are you finding it?
Yeah, more like what Acero was saying. I've been able to gather more of my thoughts and be more inspired to create more music and just to put it out there.
And you know, I think the key word there is like being inspired, because it's such a kind of reflective time. And there's been people that have said that, you know, they were once like, you know, an accountant, and now they're like, you know what, I'm going to be a florist, because this time has just made me reflect and think what I really want to do. So you're obviously creatives, you're artists. How have you found being productive in your craft? What have you had to change? What tools have you had to use to kind of stay connected? What's inspired you to keep going?
What's inspired me to keep going is I see other artists keep pushing it, even with the situation that's going on. So for me, that's a motivation to carry on, to say, okay, he can do it in this situation. Why can't I push and put my name out there like that?
Yeah, I see you've got your Dre beats in the background. Is that product placement?
Yeah.
No?
That's what,
Yeah, it's the resource you use to be inspired by other artists. What about you, Acero? It's Acero, isn't it? I keep pronouncing it wrong. I apologize.
Acero.
Acero. Okay.
I've been doing music for a while, so
yeah.
Every year there's new music coming out. There's new different style. So, you know, me, I can't just stay the same. You know, I have to be inspired by the new music that's coming out. I can't stay in old school. I love old school, but I have to be more creative and just be inspired more with the new artists that's talented, like P.LØVE. He's young, so
good. Do you know what you said? You know Quincy Jones, obviously. Like, who doesn't know Quincy Jones? Yeah, and he's still going, 87 years old, still going. And one of his main philosophies he said over the years about music is to be eclectic and not to kind of stick with one genre.
Exactly.
But also have an appreciation of many genres. And you know, he said that if as artists we stay in one genre, that we can't survive. We have to have an appreciation of whatever is kind of going.
You have to expand,
yeah. P.LØVE, like your main genre is reggaeton. What inspired you to kind of get into that sort of genre? And are there other genres that you're also inspired by? And does that also help your sort of creativity?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I didn't start off with reggaeton.
Oh.
What got me into the music is what we call like rancheras. Yeah.
Rancheras?
Yeah, that
sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it's more like mariachis, like kind of that music.
So cool.
And then I got salsa, and that's when I got led up to reggaeton.
Like, imagine speaking to someone that has absolutely no idea what that is. Can you describe in very simply, like if you were to describe to a 3-year-old child, hashtag, like, I actually don't know what you mean, but you know, what is that music? What is it about?
Like Mexican music, old Mexican music.
Okay. So, and like, what instruments is that?
Guitars, trumpets, violins. So it's more like classical music. And
like, I suppose, like, what's the cultural, you know, origin of it? Was it kind of to inspire, you know, by parties, or like, you know, to bring people together in the family? Like, what was the purpose of that music?
Yeah, it's to bring like families and bring happiness to the people, if that makes sense. Yeah.
It's amazing how music can do that, especially in this period, which is just so I mean, like we say, yeah, we can kind of cope with it, but you know, it's so important, I think, as a tool to kind of bring hope and positivity to people. And you know, how do you guys feel about actually being inspired by what's going on and trying to bring positivity through your music to people? Have you thought about that?
Not
No.
really.
Okay, no
Not
worries.
really.
Oh, I thought I said I was going to answer that.
Maybe you can think about that now. No, serious question. Like, have you written anything, you know, just even like a verse, or just kind of, you know, looked around and thought, okay, is there something that you can create that you can share with people, or perhaps start to think about that? Is that something you could do?
I do have, yeah, a few stuff, little lyrics in there deep, but I haven't jumped into that zone to be releasing it yet. I haven't felt that comfortable yet, but it will come soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if we're not still in quarantine at Christmas, you know, but you know, I mean, I had this dream that it was Christmas time and we were still in lockdown. Maybe less of a dream, more of a nightmare.
Yeah.
I would say maybe another month, then we'll be hopefully free.
Yes.
From this.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Okay.
Okay.
It will take, I think, till the end of the year for everything to settle down.
Yeah.
So you both collaborated for this track. You know, Chadash, DJ Acero, you talked about, you know, working with P.Love and, you know, the younger kind of generation and things, and being inspired by that. But what was your initial connection? Was it just the music? Was it a philosophy? Was it a story or a friendship? Like, what drew you together?
Well, first I met someone else, and then we went out for a drink, and then she was playing music to me. She played one of P.Love's songs.
She was serenading you.
And then when she played the song...
Is that a little window into your personal life?
Oh, no.
So a girl was serenading you? No.
Just a friend, me, because as a producer, what I look at is voice, you know?
Yeah.
For me, the main important is the voice. If they have the voice that I believe that could grow and, you know, just expand, and that's the first thing. Like, when I heard his voice, I said, okay, this is what I can do with him. You know, I'm sure I can take him to another level. I know what I can be more creative with him, what I could produce with him. And from that, I said, okay, let me meet with him, let me book the studio. I had a couple of beats, I played to him, and then this beat came up, the one, Una Señal.
Yeah.
And then he said, bro, you know, I like this song, I like this beat, I could do something, I could jump on this. And then from then onwards, we got Una Señal. So,
and then
it's never think that it's going to happen, but it just happens, you know. That's how it is, you know. That's music. That's how you meet people, how you be more creative, and how you create things that you think you won't create, or you think that you want to approach.
And there are so many platforms. There are so many platforms at the moment that are really working hard to allow people to kind of meet, because we're so used to kind of like going out, like meeting people at gigs or events and that sort of thing. And obviously in this situation, it's like, okay, do we just stay stagnant? It's like, no, we can reach out to people in this remote setting and still maintain our kind of inspiration and things. And, you know, for you, P.Love, like when you met Chadash and you met DJ Acero and you were talking about, you know, the music, and he was really inspired by your talent. How did that make you feel as an artist, of someone recognizing the potential that you have to create music?
I felt really excited, and a lot of like big things started popping in my head that, you know, I'm gonna become famous, I'm gonna get known, my music's gonna get out there. Yeah.
So small ambitions then, you know.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just be realistic. Okay, we're gonna make a song. It's gonna blow. And then we're going to keep on working, and then...
Good work, focus, yes.
But always dream big, you know? You can't...
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, I'm just going to keep faith, stick with Acero, and I know big things are going to happen. So I said, you know,
brilliant.
I appreciate
and loyalty.
It.
Yeah. A cricket coach I was speaking to, who he coached the first female professional cricket player that was accepted into the All England club. And he was basically saying the best thing about being successful is appreciating your team. is appreciating the people that actually got you there. You know, when you hear people winning Grammys and, you know, hopefully one day, you know, you'll be awarded for your efforts and everything. And it's every speech you hear is not, thanks, I'm amazing. What can I say? You know, and then they get off the stage. It's like, I want to thank this person, that person, that person. And it really starts the kind of journey of success. So it's great that you both appreciate that, you know, near the beginning of your journey. So where does in terms of your connection, like where does both of your creativity stem from? Is it a spiritual thing? Is it, you know, just the being inspired by music or people or love, or like where does your creativity stem from?
I would say people at the beginning, you know, reggaeton. You know how Latins are, they got these house parties and stuff. That's how I was introduced to reggaeton, because I didn't know that at that time. And one of my friends, he took me to a house party, reggaeton, you know. I'm like, yeah, I like this. And then that's how it began. And then I would say, you know, reggaeton it's not, you know, it's Latin. I hardly know Latin. It's something very hard for me to step into, and it was really hard for me to, you know, just get into reggaeton and just understand the fundamental of it. And now I can't even imagine that I'm a reggaeton producer. So
how important is it to do that before you start creating? Because, okay, you know, for example, if you're a musician, do you need to be classically trained? If you're doing reggaeton, do you have to have an understanding of Latin music? Is that something that you have to be creative in?
It's something you need to have the passion to learn yourself, you know. Everything you do not expect from people. Do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know, no one's gonna just hand it over you as professional beat or something and say it's yours. You have to do it yourself, and just research. Now we've got this technology, so you know you can always learn from people. There's online videos and everything, so that's how it is.
Okay. What's the kind of like the most random skill that you would like to develop during this period? Like you said, like there's so much access to like classes, and like yesterday I was doing ballet. It was like a ballet class online, and I was like literally felt like I was dying, because these ballerinas are like super people, you know, with their leg up there, and you're like, okay, and my leg's like down there. What's the skill that you kind of want to get into during this time? What are you inspired to do? Be an astronaut, maybe.
And well, I want to be an engineer, music engineer.
Wow.
You know, mixing and mastering songs is something that I'm struggling. It's not
but like
easy,
something
you know,
completely different, like not to do with music.
Not to do with music. Probably be a football player. You know, I love football.
Have you seen these masterclasses, P.Love, like on you know, there's like composers and writers, like these masterclass. If you were to choose any random skill, like, you know, Shalash has said about football, what would it be? What masterclass would you choose?
You put me on the spot, you know.
Hashtag authentic interview.
Well, but most of my life I've been into a lot of boxing, and I've done a lot of boxing in my past, so I would say be a professional boxer, yeah.
Didn't know that before about you. A reggaeton boxer, you know. It's that eclectic. There's also you know, an artist called Ray, R-E-Y, he's a rapper. He led this conference, I think in Brixton quite recently, and he basically said that most of us have our 9 to 5, you know what I mean, like you're 9 to 5, and then we have our 5 to 9, which is kind of the time that we do things that we actually are really passionate about, and the 9 to 5 is the time perhaps that you know, we do what we have to do to make, you know, to pay the bills. Do you find that you're kind of existing in that similar way, and how does that affect your kind of passion, I suppose? Do you have a 9 to 5 and then we know your 5 to 9 is music, but do you also have a 9 to 5 as well that you do?
Well, how do I put it? I don't really have the the trust in a 9 to 5, because no one ever got far with a 9 to 5. So I kind of extend my 10 to 10. You get me? I don't do a 9 to 5. I go all day working on me. Obviously, I have my hours where I have to pay my bills and all that, but I mostly extend my hours, which when I want to craft and what I want to do.
See, that's so brave. I mean, you know, not everyone has that similar, you know, situation, but I think it's very brave when people just are who they are and just kind of go for it, you know, and that's really cool. If your track could achieve one thing, so you've released it. Oh my, I haven't even said the name, because I shouldn't really say the name, because Chalice didn't even want to reveal it to me, did he? You know, it was a top secret. So the track, I might call it. No. How do you pronounce the track? You sent it to me. How do you say it authentically?
Una señal.
Una señal.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you. Una señal.
Yeah.
If it could achieve one thing when it's released, I suppose as an artist you have this sort of, you know, you create something and you think, what effect could that have? It could make you famous, it could make you rich. But what's one thing that it could achieve when you release it that you would hope for it to achieve?
For it to get nominated by the Grammys.
Aim high.
Not so much about fame or money. Like, for me, deep down, if my music gets to a top level, like in the top leagues, I'm gonna be proud of it. Anything that comes after that, that's just a bonus.
Yeah. DJ Acero, you're still with us, yeah?
To be realistic, yeah, I'm listening. To be realistic, I would want the same as P.LØVE, but I think my main aim would be, and I think that could happen, is in UK, to grow in UK first, because you have...
I've just lost your sound.
No.
Literally. He's literally, has he frozen in your screen?
Yeah, literally like that, yeah.
What could it achieve? That is so funny. Shadash,
Oh, wow.
wake up. It's like the awakenings.
Hello?
Yes,
There he is.
Okay, is it better?
Were you just posing?
No, I was just talking.
Is it froze in our thing? So it literally looked like you were just going.
No way. All right, so let me start again then.
Okay.
So, like, I want the same. I would love to, you know, be nominated with P.LØVE for Grammys, of course. But to be realistic, I want the song to grow in UK first. You know, I want the fans, the main loyal fans, to start in the UK, because this is our territory. You know, you can't just select different territories. You have to start with your one first, which is UK, because we're in UK. Even though it's Latin, there's a lot of Latin American people in UK that, you know, and hopefully my main goal with the song is to grow in UK, like I said, and then hopefully America or Colombia, you know, see.
They say there's a great saying, think globally, act locally.
Oh, you know? Yeah,
that's you know.
I like that.
Little philosophy for you there. Yeah, I mean, also the UK is a great place to start, because there's such a mix of people here. You know, you walk down Old Kent Road and it's like, wow, exactly. I'm in a different country. You know,
and you know, Latin music now is not just Latin people listen to that music. It's worldwide now. You know, it's like English music. Like, yeah, everyone listens to Latin now. You know, there's so many fans now. They just love Latin music. So
yeah, I was doing a workout to Latin music the other day. It was just like, the vibe is so positive, and
you saw the dance.
Yeah, that's my Latin dance. Yeah. The shoulders, you know, and the head. Okay, I won't embarrass myself anymore. Moving on to the next question. If you were to summarize your song in 3 words, what would those words be? That would inspire people to purchase it and have it in their lives forever.
That's a hard question, you know. It's just
go. 10,
Mila, what do you think? Any thoughts?
9. 8.
Ooh, 3 words. I'm just thinking about the song right now.
Go buy it.
I'd say appreciation, like appreciate. I said, you want to go for the next one?
Next second, I think the hours that we put into the song, we done, you know, it's with blood. We done it with blood. Like hours and hours, we spend our time doing it perfect. Because I'm kind of like a perfectionist, so I want the song to be perfect. Not even one little sound that I don't like, I have to change it. If I don't like something, I have to change it. It has to be perfect, you know. And I think the song is just, it goes into your head. It's catchy, you know. The song is not just aimed at older people or younger people. It's everyone, you know.
That is, I mean, honestly, just hearing the passion and how you speak about it and the hard work that you put in it and the dedication, I honestly, I hope it goes as far and wide beyond the UK.
Hopefully.
And that people, I mean, I haven't even heard it yet, so it's kind of hard. But just from your passion, it's like, yeah, that deserves people's attention and ears. So, okay, last part of the interview, I was going to literally play the track, but again, I don't have it. But it's played. I'm sure it'll be great.
Should I play it?
Just wanted to. Can you imagine, like, when I actually hear it? It's going to be really exciting. Yeah, and for others as well. I want to do like a reggaeton.
Rachel, you better purchase on iTunes, yeah?
I know, yeah. I'll get it when it's on iTunes, I suppose. No, you'll send me a Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I'll send you the link.
I want to do like a reggaeton challenge for you guys, if that's all right, like a music challenge.
Yeah.
Is that cool? Are you up for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just 10 questions. If you get more than 5, then there's a little kind of like prize.
Oh, okay.
So
he's gonna win, you know. I lost. No.
5 out of 10. If you get less, then you have to send me the track before it's released on iTunes. I'll get an exclusive listen. So, all right, ready?
Yeah.
Question 1. Perhaps one of the most famous of the reggaeton world, Daddy Yankee has produced many hits such as Gasolina and Lo Que Paso Paso. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. What is his real name? Is it, I'll give you the options, Bruno Barreto, Raymond Ayala, William Landron, or Hector Ramirez? You know what, you could literally just be looking this up.
No, we don't want to cheat.
No, we don't want to do that.
You don't want to cheat, yeah. I like that. See, good trustworthy guys.
I think it's William.
William?
Oh, you got to compromise. Teamwork. Final answer.
What was the surname? William?
What was the surnames again? Yeah.
Okay, so Bruno Barreto, or Barreto, Raymond Ayala, William Landron, or Hector Ramirez. Hector Ramirez is his surname. Yeah.
I think it's William. Yeah.
I think it's William.
I'm thinking Hector.
You're thinking Hector. Who should I go with? I can't say both. It's like an automated quiz. I'm going to give you a time limit as well. Forgot to mention that. You've got 20 seconds.
I think it's the William. How can I not research? I think it's the William one. Yeah. I'm going to stick with that.
30. Oh, teamwork.
Actually, wait. Name me the name.
Acero, you've frozen again, but in another funny position. Can you see?
What? Yeah.
He's like.
He's proper smiling.
Oh, he's gone.
Hello?
Oh, there he is. You're back.
I've got a bad connection, sorry.
No worries.
Wait, can you repeat the name?
Okay, Bruno Barreto, Raymond Ayala, William Landron, or Hector Ramirez. I'm literally going to give you 3 seconds, or I'm going with William. 3, 2, 1, 0. Moving on. The next question. I put William Landrum.
But that's his name?
Yeah. That's what P.LØVE was saying. So.
Oh, okay.
You got to work together, guys. It's got to be unanimous. Reggaeton has been dominated by men, but there are a few women that have made it big in the reggaeton genre. Which of the following was born as Martha Pesnante, but has become known as the queen of reggaeton? Did I pronounce that wrong?
Ivy Queen.
Is it Lisa M, Nina Sky, Lorna, or Ivy Queen?
Ivy Queen.
He knows it more than me. Okay, that's a hard question.
I like that. That was short and quick. That was a good one. Question 3. Which of the following songs by DJ Flex made it to the top of the Mexican charts in late 2007? P.LØVE, were you born then? Were you born then? Yeah. And the top of Billboard's top Latin albums chart in early 2008. Was it Me, Muero, Dime, Sin Tu Amor, or Te Quiero? Any of those ring a bell? 2007. Billboard's top Latin albums chart in early 2008.
Wait, I know this.
Quiero is like.
Oh, I've got it on the tip of my tongue.
Come on, bro, you can do it. You should know it. I'm struggling.
I'm gonna go with Sin Tu Amor.
Sin Tu Amor. Okay. This has been like more of a quiz for Love. DJ Acero, you gotta represent, man. You gotta represent. Question 4. In early 2008, DJ Flex teamed up with which popular Latin group for the song Por Ti Baby? Was it Los Super Rays, Cumbia All Stars, Cumbia Kings, or Casa de Leones?
Can you ask that again?
In early 2008, DJ Flex teamed up with which popular Latin group for the song Por Ti Baby? Was it Los Super Rays, Cumbia All Stars, Cumbia Kings, or Casa de Leones?
Acero, what do you think?
Bro, I didn't even know about this. Okay.
A, B, C, D, or E? No, there's no E.
Casa de Leones.
Casa de Leones. Okay. Question 5. That was a good one as well. Good. Keeping up the pace. Getting better at the pace. Within is just one of the Latin Grammy-winning duo Dynamico. Who is his partner? Is it A, Tiny or Taney? Is it B, Tigo Calderon? Is it C, Yandel, or D, Yelcid?
Yandel.
I apologize for the pronunciation.
No, that's all right.
Huh?
Yandel.
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 That was a confident one. I think, yeah, at least 1 out of 10 so far. At least. Question 6. One of the big names in reggaeton, this singer has his own record company called All Star Records. Some of his greatest hits include Dial and Dale Don Dale. Who is he? Is he Don Omar, Don Dinero, Don Chezina, or Don Miguelo?
Don Omar.
Don Omar, yeah.
That was very confident. Very good. Yes. You know your reggaeton, guys. I hope you get more. No, I don't.
Yeah, you don't have that.
Oh, nice. Number 7. Which song from the 2005 Looney Tunes album Mass Flow 2 featured Baby Ranks, Daddy Yankee, Hector El Father, Wissini Yandel, and Tony Tuntan? Was it Djala Vola, Noche de Interior, Mea Ko, or Recata?
What year, sorry?
It was 2005, Looney Tunes album, Mass Flow 2.
I went blank, man.
Can you repeat it? What was that?
Yeah, I'll repeat the whole question, no worries. Which song from the 2005 Looney Tunes album Mass Flow 2 featured Baby Ranks, Daddy Yankee, Hector El Father, Wisin y Yandel, and Tony Tantan? Was it A, Djala Vola, B, Noche de Entierro, C, Mea Kio, or D, Recata?
Noche.
I think Noche de Maquillo.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We'll go with that. I think we should.
Right, we've got 3 more questions,
I think we're
guys.
gonna have to release the song, you know.
Question 8. Which of the following reggaeton artists won the 2008 Latin Grammy for Best Latin Children Album for El Heredero? Was it Don Omar? Was it Miguelito? Was it Era 11? I think XI. Or was it Tiny? Or Tiny?
Could be Miguel?
For children's artists, did you say?
Yeah. Latin Grammy for Best Latin Children Album.
2008.
Yeah.
And he's not that old.
You were what, 1 in 2008? How old are you, P.LØVE, in 2008?
I was 8.
You were 8?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it makes me feel so old. Oh.
I think it's not me. It's
He could be Tiny, but he's a producer though.
yeah, again, what he's done all these years, yeah. I would don't know, I don't think so. Who were the other two? There's Tiny, Miguelito, don't know. What was the other one?
Miguelito, or I think it's Era 11. XI.
I would say Tiny, because maybe he did produce a song in that time, maybe.
Alright, let's go with Tiny.
For younger generation.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Question 9. Which Puerto Rican duo associated with the reggaeton subgenre, Romantiqueo,
Yeah.
released the album The Royalty or La Realeza in 2008, which reached the #1 spot on the Billboard Top Latin Albums chart? Was it A, RKM y Kenny? Was it B, Zion y Lennox? Was it C, Angel y Chris? Or was it D, Baby Rasta y Grincho?
I think it was RKM.
Ah, you know that for sure, yeah? That was very confident. Like that.
You sounded confident.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, that's it. Question 10. Which song took Mecano to the top of the Billboard Hot Latin Songs chart in May of 2009? Was it Djame Entra, B, Si Tu No Le Dices, C, Te Quiero, or D, Te Amo? 2009.
Amo. Te amo?
Te amo. Oh, I just thought you were saying te amo. Okay, te amo. Yes. Okay. That's it. Yeah. Final question. Final answers.
I'm nervous now.
No turning back. I'm literally going to submit it now. Drum roll, please. Reggaeton drum roll. Here we go. It's loading. Oh, my internet is. What did you get? Oh, it's not saying. Okay, so you got. Oh, I actually have to add them up.
Ooh.
Oh. You got 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That's it. Yes, P.LØVE, you got it, bro.
Yeah, teamwork.
Well done. Congratulations. Now I have to punch.
Can you see which one we got right?
Yeah, let's go through the answers. So you got the last 2 questions right. It wasn't Tiny, it was Miguel. And you said, you know, for that question, yeah. But you did know that, I think. It was Don Omar for the singer for the All-Star Records.
Yeah.
Question. I know you did get that one right, yeah. The song for Looney Tunes, Mass Flow 2, was Ricotta. You said Ricotta, but it was actually Mea Keo. Yeah. Another question. You said Casa de Leones for teamed up with which popular Latin group for the song Porty Baby? It was actually Cumbia All Stars.
Cumbia.
For the question, Billboard's top Latin albums chart in early 2008, which the following songs by DJ Flex made it to the top of the Mexican charts 2007? Correct answer was Te Quiero. You said Sin Tu Amor. And the first question you got wrong actually was for the Daddy Yankee produced record for Gasolina. His real name is Raymond Ayala. Did you say that? You did say that. Did someone say that?
I said a lie.
No.
But I didn't say
No, yeah.
I said heck.
So, but well done. Like everyone else in the world, I will
Okay.
have to purchase Una Señal.
Yeah.
Am I still pronouncing
On iTunes, on iTunes.
on iTunes or Amazon or Spotify.
And stream that.
That's it.
Yes.
All
We will
platforms.
support in salute.
Will be available on all digital platforms. So next month, hopefully.
Fantastic. And just want to say thank you for joining me on HT Presents. I hope you had a nice time and stay safe.
Thank you.
God
Thank you for
bless.
inviting us.
And thank you for joining me. Speak soon.
Yeah.
Okay, stop recording.